MediocreGamers.com.
Hey guys, welcome back to the video 4 of my Mount&Blade Warband campaign. I just ended the video last time with upgrading up my soldiers as well as taking out a caravan group, which netted me a pretty nice bounty. I guess you can call it a bounty of goods that I'm going to go to the local city and sell. My party also got amazingly upgraded as well, so now I have more top tier horsemen as well as lancers. So these guys are more heavily armored and they can take out ground units a lot better. This is also the final tier for these units. You don't want to go and join another nation, so you don't want to join... So I'm going to be joining a Khan to try and cement myself within his nation so that I can take over the world. You don't want to do that until you have some really good top tier units, which is what I'm going to try and get before I'll start even considering the idea of doing such a thing. So I'm going to keep the butter because that gives me more morale. Pork until it goes rotten. So pork like this will end up going rotten and cause dysentery with your guys if you're not too careful. Keep all my individual food items so I have better morale, and then sell off all of this. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to enter the arena, which is... It's a way to make some quick money if you end up losing all of your units to a battle. You don't really make too much unless you end up winning the tournament. So if I wanted to join this melee, I would have to defeat 3 opponents before going down. I'll earn 5 dinars. If I get 10, if I take down 6, I get 10. If I take down 10, I get 25. And then I get 60 if I survive long enough to beat 20 opponents. And if I manage to be the last man standing, I get 250. So all that stacks on top of this. So you can end up coming out with about 320 dinars, which is enough to build up a pretty good unit, a pretty good military. So when you go into the battle, they give you a randomized weapon. You have no armor, and you're being attacked by regular fighters, novice fighters, and expert fighters. So this guy's shooting arrows at me. So I have to avoid his attacks. And everyone is against each other. There's no allies in the game. So you want to be able to use your enemy fighting each other to your advantage. So if they're duking it out with each other, you just come up behind them and you just take both of them down. So you can go through this entire fight just on a defensive side and not end up really defeating any opponents and just being the last man standing at the end of the match. If you have a good emphasis on the combat of the game, it's fairly easy to get within the last 5 of the match, but your health doesn't regenerate, and they start to get tougher as you go along. So I'm starting to take down veteran fighters right now, who understand blocking as well as they do more damage per hit. If at any time, like at the very beginning of the match, if you get something that you're not really good at fighting with, you can pick up the weapons on the ground. So if I wanted to with these guys over here, I could pick up their swords and shields, which is what I'm more effective at fighting with. See how I use them fighting each other to my advantage? I let him take out one while we were both attacking him, and then I took him out while he was still recoiling from the victory. and wasn't able to switch targets fast enough. And if you guys don't remember, if you want to block an attack, you have to wait until the enemy starts to attack, and you will automatically block the way that you're supposed to. And if a tournament ever becomes available in one of the cities that I'm going to be in, I'm going to end the video prematurely if it's not within the 15-minute mark, and I'm going to have the whole next video just be that tournament. Because tournaments are the way that you actually gain more relationship with lords as well as ladies in order to marry them. So I only got 60 dinars because I was only knocked out 22 opponents. So this is where the next tournaments are going to be at, but I'm not going to fight in one yet because I'm not a high enough level to do so. Just to be forewarned, these next few videos are going to be pretty boring until I start to get higher level guys to which I can join a nation as one of their commanders. But once I end up joining one of the nations, the videos are going to get a bit more action-packed. There's going to be multiple battles in each one. So that's going to be something to look forward to stick with me. And then this entire video series is actually going to be part of a video channel that me and a friend of mine, whose name is Rafticon, we are going to be working on to try and develop for you guys. Which is going to end up including videos on games such as Company of Heroes, Sins of a Solar Empire, League of Legends, and they're all going to have an overlying theme that will reveal to you at another time and place. But we have purchased the rights to, we've purchased the domain name to the website. We're getting video hosting. So this is something that we're actually going to be building and something that we're going to be sticking with, and something that we hope that viewers from this video and this video series will also continue on to as well. And don't worry, we're not going to be one of those YouTube people that are going to be asking, please like and subscribe my video, it really helps me out. I don't like begging. He doesn't like begging. We just want it to happen naturally. If you like the video, you can like it. If you don't have to. You don't have to subscribe. You can just come and view whenever you want to. So I'm going to go into this village and I'm going to find the village elder and see if he needs help with anything, which is going to be this guy right here. Remember, the village elder is going to be the only guy that's standing still. So I'm going to train them how to defend themselves. When it comes to stuff like this, though, so your training stacks with your NPCs that you have with you. But if it comes to stuff like this, the person with the highest training ends up taking the skill priority. So this is something that will end up taking a while. These training things, you have to be able to train them so that they are going to be better fighters. I haven't really tested out to see if they have to defeat me first in order to have them fully trained. which is something I'm going to try with this next attempt to see if that's what works out. Had to pay all my guys, which I'm paying upwards of around 600 dinars for my military right now because they're a lot more top tier units. Alright, so this time I'm just going to let him beat on me and see if that ends up completing the quest. I've never actually completed one of these quests, one of these training quests, so I'm going to see if that is what it is. Man, this is taking a long time. Man, I must not be a very good trainer. He's missing with most of his hits. The lesson you probably wanted to teach him wouldn't get through. So I'll try... So I just finished the Essays of Logic, the book that I had. So my intelligence just increased by 1. So now I can sell the book and get some money off of it. And I could buy another book. So I can buy one that's emphasis on surgery, one that's more emphasis on tactics, fighting, strength, agility, charisma. So I'm going to go to the village center, see if the elder will accept that training. If not, I'll just carry on to the next village. Yeah, I won't be able to finish it. So these quests, you have to get cattle in order to drive them into the local village, so that's something I don't have time to do in this video, so I'll do it in another one later on. So I'm going to carry on into this next village, Bahun. See if they have anything for me to do, and if they don't, I'll end the video right there, and if they do, the next video will be the action that they have for me to do. Go and find the village elder. Most of these villages are going to end up looking a bit different, but some of them are going to look the same. It really just depends upon its location. So ones like these are going to be a lot more nomadic looking as compared to the ones that are in the Middle Eastern style country. They're going to be a lot more stone tablets, stuff like that. So he has nothing for me to do right now. Going to leave and set up camp for the day.